Hello everybody, Lagging Lillian here with another video. Now for today's video, I'm going to be doing a Space Jam: A New Legacy review. I gotta be honest, I actually like this movie a lot. Now I've been looking around YouTube and supposedly people don't like this movie. I guess it's because of all the cameos, maybe they feel shoved down people's throats, but I really enjoyed this movie. And to be honest, I actually think this might be one of my favorite movies of 2021. Maybe, I think it's even better than the first Space Jam. Now, there will be spoilers for this review, but again, like most of my reviews, I just want to do a quick spoiler-free review before I get into the spoilers. Now, all in all, I really like this movie. It is really nice. I do feel like some of the voice acting, like Tweety's voice, it didn't sound right a little bit, you know. Some of the voice acting was a little bit off, but I really did enjoy this movie a lot. The references were really nice, and it was funny to see the characters in the background. It's kind of one of those movies like Wreck-It Ralph where you can just go pointing in the background. It's like, hey look, it's what's it, Lion-O. Oh hey look, it's the Among Us imposter. For real, I did see him in it. It's like, oh hey look, it's the Flintstones, it's the Jetsons. You see all kinds of people in the background. It's really cool. You see the Mask, and you see Batman, the old 60s ones, and it's really nice. And I like the references. It's really nice. And as for like the story and all that, I really did like it. I thought the basketball game, the final one, was okay. I don't want to spoil too much right now, but I really did like this movie. The CG, the 2D animation, and plenty of the acting was pretty good. At times though, LeBron's acting was a little off though, sometimes towards the beginning. But other than that, I really did like this movie, and for like the toon humor, I did think that was really nice. It kind of brings back that classic Looney Tunes feel. I really did. I think this movie is really good. You can just tell that money's on the screen, though. For like all of the CG, all the bonus people, like all actors, all the extras, all of the 2D animation, everything. You can definitely tell that money's on the screen here. And it is a really good movie, and I would definitely recommend you guys go watch it. Some people don't really like it at the moment. I just can't see why. I mean, maybe you guys have good reason, but I really like this movie. But that's going to be it for the spoiler-free review, and now I'll get into the spoiler review. Okay, guys, you guys have all been warned. There will be spoilers ahead. And now for the spoiler-free review. I really think that there are some things I really don't like too much about this movie. The movie. One of the things is that Michael Jordan doesn't actually show up in this movie. I thought that was kind of bull because I was like, man, come on, bro. Like, a little cameo. He doesn't have to be on the court or anything. It's just I'm asking for that little cameo. And we did get there was this hilarious scene where they're like, oh, it's Michael B. Jordan, not A. Jordan thing, where so I think Sylvester brings him in. That part was just hilarious, and I thought that one was just spot on. That one was funny. As for the villains, I thought that the newest villains were kind of cool because the Monstars were based off, like, they actually took the powers from the basketball players, and this one was the characters, which were video game characters, were actually based on the real basketball player. I think they were real basketball players of now, and I thought that was pretty cool. It's kind of like the new Monstars, or what was it called, the Goon Squad. That's nice. I like that. Like I said, I was really hoping that Michael A. Jordan was gonna be it. But they did have Michael B. Jordan show up, and that was just such a hilarious scene. And I really did like the references to movies and stuff. I didn't get most of the references, I guess, because I don't watch most of the movies that they were referencing. But during the basketball game, I could see so many different characters in the background. Like, I could see the Iron Giant, I could see Kong, I could see Lion-O, I could see the Among Us imposter. For real, I saw him in the background. It was not like the ones they've been showing on YouTube right now. And I saw a lot of different characters in the background, and that really just, it reminds me so much of Wreck-It Ralph and other movies where you can just point in the background. It's like, oh hey, look, he's there. You see him, you know? And it's like, whoa, look, it's that guy, you know? It's like that. It's like the Lego movie, you know? And I love that. As for some moments, like Porky rapping, those parts did feel a little bit out of place and cringy at the moment. It did feel kind of cringy. Now, to be honest, the story was very relatable because I feel like I'm kind of in the same situation as Dom, kind of, with my dad. My dad's a hunter, outdoors kind of guy. And I mean, I like the outdoors, but he's also into sports and give it 100% and all that. And me, I like video games, I like movies and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's why I'm on YouTube right now. And honestly, I feel like whenever time they were doing something, I was thinking, man, like everything with Dom and LeBron, I was thinking, man, you know how relatable this is to me? Because it's just, I kind of lived through that. I kind of been through all of it. I still am through it. I was like, but you know, I didn't get to meet the Looney Tunes, and I didn't get to go to E3 game camp. I do have some ideas for video games though. And I kind of like the villain, Algae Rhythm. That's kind of a neat. It kind of sounds like a rapper name at the same time. I did like Algae Rhythm as a villain. He was kind of cool and manipulative over Dom. And I did like how Dom he created the monsters that the Toons are fighting against. And I find that kind of ironic. You know, it's kind of funny. Now, I really liked how this movie, it felt a lot more like a Looney Tunes movie. The first Space Jam had a big problem, and one of the problems is that it felt a lot more like Michael Jordan the movie instead of an actual Looney Tunes movie. In the original Space Jam, the beginning is with Michael Jordan. In the original Space Jam, the end is with Michael Jordan. And like it's only the middle that we actually see the Looney Tunes, and they don't stick around too long. And in the end, at the end of the first Space Jam, it kind of felt like, oh, this is more Michael Jordan the movie than Looney Tunes. This time, the tunes are in a lot of the movie. They're like the majority of the movie, and Bugs does show up at the end. I did find his sacrifice kind of funny. Just the fact that he would actually have to sacrifice himself. Now, I know I've already talked about them, but I want to talk a little bit more about the cameos. Supposedly, people don't like the cameos because there's just so many of them and it feels like it's down your throat and all that. Like they're just shoved down your throat. I didn't feel that way. It's mainly because, do you notice how the movie, it makes sense why those references are there. They live in the serververse. You know, it's literally a universe of Warner Brothers properties, and that's amazing. I love how they go to DC and like the DC universe and all that. That is just super funny. It's cool. It's funny. It makes sense. It's like, of course, Daffy's gonna go to the DC world so he can go ahead and become a superhero and join the Justice League. Because I mean, if you had the decision to go to one place in the serververse, I'm pretty sure you would rather go anywhere else than the Toon World. If you were a Toon, the Toon World is boring for you. You want to go somewhere else. And so when they're going around trying to find all of the Toons, it was really funny because it made sense. Of course, they're going to want to leave Toon World for something much better. I mean, they're going to want to live in the DC universe or maybe in the Hanna-Barbera world or something like that. You know, though, for all of the cameos, I mean, we had Big Chungus, we had, like, a whole bunch of different Warner Brothers properties. And surprisingly, though, we didn't actually get Michael Jordan, which was kind of disappointing. It was really disappointing. It's like, come on, you have 100 cameos here. Can you just try to throw in Michael Jordan? It would have been really funny if he had showed up at the end credits where Michael B. Jordan goes and he's like, hey, you're Michael Jordan. Some guys were looking for you. And then as soon as he tells them, like, they actually go back to the real world because the basketball game is over. Speaking of the basketball game, I really did like the final battle. It was really nice. And I liked how, since there were like power-ups and stuff, it kind of led to some really nice dynamic dunks and all that. Some, like, when they were shooting points and all that. And it was leading to some really dynamic shots, and I thought that was really cool. The more they strayed away from basketball, the less it felt like it was a Space Jam movie. It kind of felt like it was just straying away from it, the more video game it became. But I really liked it. It was a really nice final battle. Now I heard that there was some controversy over Pepe Le Pew or something, that they got rid of Pepe Le Pew. Uh, Honestly, I felt that was just a stupid decision. I mean, in the first Space Jam, they had a lot of different Looney Tunes characters show up, but a lot of them didn't have lines, and a lot of them were kind of just side characters. Unless it was like Bugs Bunny, Tweety, or any of the main ones like Lola. Other than that, the rest of them were treated like side characters. Now you don't have the side characters, and so I guess you can't have Pepe there, Pepe Le Pew. I really felt like that was kind of a stupid move. Guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I think I've gone on enough talking about this new Space Jam movie. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the movie, and please make sure to subscribe and like. Just it means a lot to me when you do. And I would really like to know what you guys think of Space Jam in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. And as always, thank you guys for watching.